Hello and welcome, Grey Mains. If you've just arrived, allow me to be the first to welcome you to this continent of Pywell. This is a land of quiet beauty, measured order, and stories waiting just beneath the surface of this great land. But before you set off into the unknown, before the road pulls you too far from where you started, it's worth taking a moment to understand your first steps. And that begins here in the Duchy of Hernand. At first glance, Hernand feels really composed, really deliberate. It's the kind of place where everything has its place and everyone knows where they stand. And as you approach the castle grounds here, that feeling becomes even stronger. The guards are present, but not aggressive, although they will have the snarky remark from time to time. There's a quiet expectation here though, a standard. The way that you carry yourself, the way that you present yourself, it actually matters. And they will remind you of that without ever needing to raise their voice. The castle is watched, always. Not out of fear though, but out of order. But if you step beyond those walls, that's where the city really begins to breathe. Hernand is alive in a way that feels immediate. People greet you as you pass, conversations spill into the streets, and there's a warmth here. A sense that for a moment you actually belong here in this city and in this world. And if you continue to follow that feeling, it'll lead you somewhere familiar, somewhere that you've been in many game worlds before. And that is the tavern. It is a place of drink, a place of laughter, of quiet competition. You can sit, you can rest, or if you're feeling bold, you can test your strength and see where you stand. But Hernand, like most places in Pywell, isn't just what it appears to be on the surface level. Because as you spend more time here, you begin to notice things that don't announce themselves. The people who need help, right? Some requests are small and others carry way more weight than they first seem. You never really know what helping someone might set into motion here. And that's the nature of this place. Quiet decisions with lasting consequences or rewards. But then there's the divide that exists here. Part of Hernand that doesn't necessarily hide, but it doesn't present itself openly either. The nobles and the servants. Power, right? And those who live beneath it. You'll see it in the way that people speak, in the way that they stand, and in the expectations that get placed upon them. This is a structured world, and not everyone moves through it the same exact way, which is why there's always more to Hernand than what sits on the surface. So before you lose yourself in the open roads, there are a few places here, a few people that will shape how your journey begins. See, just beyond the city, you'll find Capra pasture. It's quieter here, it's slower. But don't mistake that for unimportant. This is where you begin to understand how to live in this world, like actually live, your trade, water, jerky, the kind of things that don't seem exciting at first until you realize how much you actually rely on them. And not far from that, you'll come across the scaffold. Now that place feels different. Here the people are louder. This is where the overlooked gather. It's a reminder that even in a place as structured as this, not everyone is protected by that same structure. But back in town, your journey begins to shape itself through the people that you actually meet. Renee, the butcher, is one of your first stops. Reliable for the most part. Although if you're looking for someone who understands fish, you might want to keep on walking. Because some things are better left to someone else, and sometimes that someone is you. If you're trying to find your footing here, Delkin's shop is where it starts to happen though. Here you can get cooking oil, barley, carrots. It may not seem like much, but this is where survival begins to take form. And then there's Alden, right? The provisioner, fishing rods, pickaxes, tools that turn the world from something that you just look at to something that you can actually work with. And this is where exploration becomes intentional. But let's not forget about Rhett. Rhett handles equipment, right? Weapons, materials. This is where you begin to feel prepared, not just for what's ahead, but for what might find you first. And once you've gathered every single thing that you need, Ternally at the smithy helps refine it all. Strengthening your gear for you, shaping it into something that feels like it's yours. This is where progress becomes visible for you. Then you got Tina the tailor, lovely girl. She offers something a little bit different for you. Clothing, cloaks, boots. Because here, appearance actually carries meaning. In a place like Hernand, how you present yourself can matter just as much as what you carry on you. And during your stay in Hernand, remember to do your part. Take on bounties. Keep the town honest, because in Hernand, your reputation doesn't start later, it starts now. And this, my fellow Greymains, is only the beginning, because Pywell is a world that reveals itself slowly, piece by piece, town by town, but only to those willing to look a little closer. So take your time, learn the land, and when you're ready, we'll see where this road takes you next.